Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our 10-100 playthrough where it's been a little while. But cycle 6 drought has begun. We have a 50-day drought to deal with. Now, we need, and I did go back and check this because it's been a while for me. I've been ill, so apologies for there's been no videos, but it's been a little while. But we need 3,600 water. We currently have 3,002. That's okay. That's okay, because we still have water to pump here. We still have water to pump in here, if we build any pumps. We've not been building at the moment because we don't have any planks or gears or anything like that whatsoever. So, how about we get that going? We're going to leave the pumps pumping. We can do some other things as well. We are down to 22 beavers. This is the drawback to running 24-hour days. This is a huge drawback to it. It causes a lot of problems when it comes to keeping your population up, because they have no time to breed because they're always working. We work them to death. We don't let them breed. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So what I'm going to do is not open the houses. No, we won't open the houses. I think that would be a really dumb thing to do because we don't really have the water. We have potential for, was it 60? 60 beavers. Potential for 60 beavers. 60 times 2 is 120, and then times 50 means we need 6,000 water. So we're currently on half that, or just over half that, so we need that. So yeah, so we can potentially do it. We have 6,780 water storage, but we don't actually have the pumps to do it, or the beavers to do things. So we're going to leave that, and I think what we'll do is at the end of this one, because we're kind of halfway through, 50-day drought, it's halfway through. So at the end of this drought, we will enable the buildings and we'll start building them. Like say, I don't know, 5-10 days before the end of it, and then we'll get our population up. We'll then go up to probably 20-hour days rather than 24, because that's just, we wanted to get everything in, going and working, and great. We've got all these trees here as well. We could do with chopping those down. Yeah, but we don't have many beavers actually doing anything because we're just struggling for everything. These are metal blocks, planks. Okay, so we do need to enable our planks again at some point. That'd be an idea. But everything's kind of good. I've paused the farms because we're full on food. As the food starts dropping, I'll re-enable the farms. You're going to pump out the water here. We're only at 300 off, but because our population's dropped, we now don't need as many. Let me have a quick 22 times 2 times 50. We need 2,200 water at our current population. We're good. We're good. So even as our population rises, we'll still be okay. Because, of course, they can't drink water when they're not here yet. So we should be fine. We should be fine. Everything should be good. Everything should be fantastic. Except we're not really going to progress at all. At least not at the moment. So what I think I'm going to do is leave this doing its thing. We're going to leave this pumping, and we're going to pump this dry completely here, and then we're going to turn off all the pumps here, and then once we've turned off all the pumps here, we will get our beavers in doing things. We'll also, now we're down to 16-hour days, let's go to 20-hour days. Let's just do 20 and leave it at 20-hour days. So when I turn the pumps off, I think I'll turn the farms on and get them to do a cycle there, and then we'll enable the wood choppers down here to do things, so that we can chop away at the trees, get more trees in, and then build more things, because we're going to need more planks, more gears, more everything. So we need to re-enable some stuff here as well. So that, I think, is going to be the best way to do this. Also, we could probably do with expanding this out a bit more and put in our lumber mills and gear factory up here, because then we're not going to be using beavers for power. Instead, we'll use 3 beavers instead of 7 beavers to do the same thing. The only drawback to that is that, obviously, if there's no wind, like there isn't right now, we're not going to get enough power. So yeah, and these cost as well. Yeah, wooden planks. So we need to get planks going anyway. So we'll stock up on planks. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll wait for the water to dry out. We'll get the farms going. We'll enable the planks. We'll just carry on. and we'll do things, and we'll see how it goes and what happens here. We'll get our population to pop back up again. We'll get everything going, and then we will start working on the next drought, because yeah, but in these 50 days we should build preferably all of this. This would be very nice to get built. Okay, so we're halfway through the drought, and we have achieved some things and built some stuff and done some things, but we need to do a little bit more. We have pumps done, and we have pumped out a lot of the water. We are also up to our 60 beavers, 58 beavers right now, 57 beavers, because I built all the things here, because I kind of figured, rather than wait till we're kind of out of the drought and then start the beavers going, I want to get them all done so that everyone is grown up and an adult when the time comes, so we can get all the pumps going. The problem with that is we're not built all the pumps, so that's kind of backfired a little bit. But we may get the pumps done yet anyway, because over here we are building some other things. So we've got our lumber mill, 2 lumber mills over here. We have a smelter still doing anything here. I'm waiting for these to get built, but they can't get built because they need planks, and we can't get planks, so I didn't build planks. So mistakes were made, but that's okay, because we're going to have this over here. I think all this is high priority, yeah. So you will make planks, and the planks will go to these, I believe. That is providing they're within build range. Yeah, they're all within build range at the moment. I think we're good. What I'll do is I'll run a path down this side as well, so that we can get to them. So that'd be cool. Building another holding post, because we've got some beavers not doing anything. They're just sat there. We've got another 9 kits being made, being growing up now, growing up. So we're gonna have loads of beavers doing nothing. So we'll get that done there. Everything's kind of good. These trees are gonna die because we don't have any water for them when this dries out. So there's no point in planting them. I've just cut this back, so we're not planting them there. There's no point. Everything else I think is good. Now we are going to go up to our 60 beavers, but I'm not fussed about the water supplies. 60 beavers over 20 days is only 2,000 water, 1,800, 60, 120, 2,400 water over 20 days. So, and we got 3,400 water right now. So we're good. We're okay for that. I haven't turned this back on yet, and I don't think I'm going to anytime soon. Well, we might do soonish, because this is going to run out, and then when this runs out, it'll dry up everything. So, but yeah, so that's generally what's going on right here now. I'm going to put this as high priority so we get some more logs. A lot of our woodcutters are sat around doing nothing because there's no storage for wood, so we want those. We want that to do its thing there. Got some metal going on there. I think all of these are really good for metal. These ones aren't. So that one's good for metal. These ones aren't good for metal, but that's because our builders are doing other stuff. So yeah, just a little check-in. Half through the drought, everything's good. We're definitely going to survive. So let's leave it running. Let's see if we can get some planks going, and then get more of this built in the next 20 days, and come back when the water comes back, because that's all we've really got left to wait for. And with the rising of the sun, the drought comes to an end, and the water returns. Very, very slowly. But that's fine, because at least the water's coming back, which is good. Because we are down to 1,000 water, which is, it's been better. But that's okay. The water will come down, flow into here, get things going, everything will be awesome. We still haven't made enough pumps. We still need to work on pumps. That's a problem that is happening here. I need to increase these 2 to be higher priority, because I realised I'm trying to make the top pump a higher priority building, and it's not doing the bottom ones first. So also need to make that one higher priority. So there you go. Boom. Okay. So let us turn on the pumps. Sort of. We've got 5 beavers doing nothing. So yeah, let's turn on the pumps. So I could do this via the menu, or I could just click each one and press P on the keyboard, and it turns the pumps on and off. Boom, there you go. So everyone's going to get pumps. Awesome. So, what do we need to do? Well, there's a few things. One, desperately need to sort out some better power. I'm kind of thinking we might just come down here and put power just off the edge here, some batteries, and then fill this up with more power going down. I think that's a good idea. I don't see why that would be a bad idea. So we could do that. We do have a grand total of 3 blocks in place, metal blocks in place at the moment. So, I mean, we're away doing that. Also, we don't have any planks or anything else to do it, so not really. But then we're investing to... Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll invest. Let us invest. Invest in beaver stocks. Beaver coin. No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. So yeah, if I put 2 over the edge like that, and that can go down there. I could put more, but I think we'll leave it for the moment. I might just get some explosives and blow things out here. We need to get some explosives. That's probably the thing we should do. But we'll get these done. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these a higher priority than anything else so they can build those. Because we have enough water storage for what we need. With 60 beavers, which is what we're now at, one of these lasts 10 days. It's a very simple calculation. 60 beavers consume 2 water. Sorry, 1 beaver consumes 2 water. So 60 beavers consumes 120 water. Times 10 is 1,200. These store 1,200. So each one of these is 10 days. Dead simple. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We're going to get the 60 days right now. So we need this one filled. So I could pause this one and just fill up the rest. And then we know once these are all full, we're done. We're good to go. So we know where we are. We're on 6,000, 4, 5, 6,000, 7,200 right now. We need 7,200 water. So we need to get our pumps pumping. And the pumps need to be pumping pretty quickly as well. So, yeah. But that'll be okay. Because we have plenty of beavers. We have plenty of beavers spare. Even when we get loads of beavers pumping in here, once this fills up and gets going, we have got loads of water to be pumped. The question is, can we pump enough in 10 days? Although it doesn't need to be 10 days. It can be more than that, because obviously we have reservoir and we have this part of water here, which is another mini reservoir. So we have 2 reservoirs technically. So with that being said, there was some talk about if I fill this, it will keep our trees going for a long time, but it doesn't last. Even being too deep and as large as this is, it won't last the 50 days, 60 days we're going to hit the next drought. It just won't last. So there's not really any point. To be honest with you, there's no point in worrying about that. We'll just deal with the trees that are here. We've got the little drop here. I could do something over here to do another little drop just in the corner and then have more. But trees are not a problem. Trees are not a problem right now. The problem right now is planks and planks. Planks are the problem. That's the biggest problem. And the problem with planks is power. Power is just not doing the thing we want it to do. So yeah. So let's get these built. Let's get a power line running down here. I might put in some more that bump, and put in a power line down like that, and that's easy because then they can get access to it from both sides, and then when we build the side ones we can do it and not worry about it so much. So yeah, okay, so let's make this as a priority, which means we won't be making the pumps, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm actually okay with that because I kind of want to make the pumps that at least that pump first. We're not going to have enough planks in these 10 days to build all these pumps anyway. I'd much rather invest it into getting a better power going on so we can have more planks overall. So I'm going to make these get a bit longer, but it's probably not. It's probably actually going to be quicker to divert it to here to build this so that then this can build more than this side. Because otherwise we'd build all these here and it'd probably take like, just say 20 days to build all this. And then this here will take another 5 days. And then we'll start getting planks in and we don't need the planks because we're not using them. So let's do this here, and instead of taking 25 days to do it, we can divert this for 5 days, have this running twice long, and this going to take 10 days to build. they're random numbers I'm just putting out thin air, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. You have to speculate to accumulate. So we're going to speculate our planks over here in order to accumulate more water over here. That's the idea. And you're going to pump away here, which is fine. You're going to do the thing here. You're going to put into these. I've set all these as priorities by haulers, which means that these should have the haulers should come to these first to move water around. I think. I don't. Actually, I think that's wrong. I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. So, yeah. I'm also going to turn this off as well, because there's no point in having that running either. In fact, we can probably destroy this. There you go. Boom. Get some more stuff dropped on the floor there. They can do other things, and then they'll build these at some point. So yeah. So now the priority is to pump, and go mad. In fact, 24-hour pumping during the 10-day drought. We go 24 hours during the wet cycle. We go 24 hours. We go nuts. We go pump. We go ham with the pumps, or we go beaver with the pumps in this case. And then we try and fill the water up, and we need to get 7,200 water in 10 days. Not doable with the amount of pumps we have. These can pump 200 a day, and we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. We have 20, so we can pump 4,000 water a day. Actually, no, is that right? 400 water a day. 200. We'll come back when we get some water, because my brain does not want to do the adding up. Or more importantly, doesn't want to remember the numbers that are required to do the adding up. So, yeah. Somebody get Mason. He knows what the numbers mean. And just like that, another wet season comes to an end, and another drought begins. But we're okay. We're okay. We're looking good. We are. Yeah, we're not quite there. We need 7,200. We have 6,005, but we do have reservoirs to pump out of. So I think we're good. I think we're very good. I think we're going to be absolutely fine for this. It's not going to be a problem. Batteries still aren't built because we're struggling for gears, and we're struggling for gears because our gears are reliant on planks, and planks are reliant on power, and power isn't being powerful enough to do the thing we want it to do, which is a little awkward, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. I'm positive of it. What I might do is I might put a bridge in over the end. Yeah, I'm gonna put a bridge in over the end. Do that. I see more planks that we can't. I can't put them things there because we can't build that close to that. So we won't do that. We won't bother with that. Okay, boom. There you go. The wind does keep stopping, which is annoying. But we have our 60-day drought coming. We're going to be fine for water. That's not an issue at all. There is an issue, however. There is an issue, and that issue is. See, I planted a couple more carrots in here. Oh yeah, you're facing in all directions. Our carrots are going down very slowly. Very slowly. They've dropped in the last 10 days. They've dropped by about 20 overall, and our potatoes are just keeping up. We don't have any spare potatoes in stock, so we need more food. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We need more food. So how am I going to do that? How am I going to get more food in here? I mean, we can plant in here. That's not a terrible thing to do. We could happily plant down here. That's fine. If I want to plant over here, which I kind of do, we'd need to put in another water dump. But we'd have to put it in sort of like here somewhere, which is like we can't do that because we'd have to come over here, which means we'd lose the edge on that. So I'm not really sure which way around to do this. I'm kind of tempted to maybe do it here on this block and have the water dump up top. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. And then we put in a couple of farms along here and have a bigger carrot patch. Alternatively, we could do a different food type. We could get a third food type, and a third food type would then help boost our carrots because obviously we get more. Kind of like the idea of going wheat. You don't need a big wheat field. In fact, that's huge for a wheat field for 60 beavers. That's enough easily to run all the wheat field going on there. So we could do that. I just need to get, as I said, water. What I'd like to do is blow a hole in the floor. That'd be the best way to do it. I like explosives. Explosives are fun, but explosives are expensive. So, well, we need 30 blocks just to make the explosive factory, and then we need paper in order to make explosives. So we don't have any of that. We don't have, because these aren't running because our power is just being. I swear, in the last 10 days of watching things go on whilst we're waiting for the water pump and the drought to come along, these have spent more time off than they have on. And you can see, because obviously I built this. This has got the 10 metal blocks, which is fine, but it's only managed to get 34 out of 40 gears. In 10 days, this should produce. I also want to turn down this. This produces one every 3 hours. We've been running 24-hour days, so let's just even say it's just been half. It's been running for half the time. It should make 4 gears a day, which means that should be 40 gears, and that's if it's running at half the time. So for half of its life, this gear workshop, over half its life, has been off and not running. So we've not had enough power to run this for half the time. So yeah, wind power is great, very unreliable. Definitely requires batteries to go with it. So yeah, and I think we will probably look into getting some explosives and stuff going, because we need more batteries. We need more things, or we need to put more beavers into some power wheels. But that's not going to be anytime soon. So yeah. Anyway, I think we're good. We just need to wait. We got enough water. Water should be fine. This will pump up. This will fill up. Everything will be great. Everything will be wonderful. There won't be any problems. But what are we going to do here? Shall we put in more carrot fields? Just put in a couple of farms, more carrot fields. That'll definitely get our carrots going. That'll be fine. Or should we go for another food source? Another different type of food source? We have either sunflowers, which are terrible. I don't want to do sunflowers. I'm just going to throw that out straight away. They're awful. You need such space for sunflowers. It's madness. But wheat, you don't need that much space for. Wheat is very good. So, should we go with wheat fields in there? The only problem with the wheat is it requires a lot of processing. Yeah, carrots is 4 days for 3. Sunflowers is 5 days for 2. It's awful. It's awful. So slow. Yeah, so we'd have to get the grits mill, which requires power, and the bakery, which doesn't require power. We'd have to grind all the stuff up to make the flour and then turn it into bread, which is not really a problem. We could definitely do it up here. This road does not need to be here. It's just here for connecting stuff up whilst we're building things here. So we could run the road around the edge and put a grits mill on the end of there, maybe even 2 of them, and then put the bakery down there, and we'd be fine. We'd be fine for that, and then put bread over here. And bread would not be difficult to do. The problem is power for the bread might be a bit of a problem, so we'll see. What do you think? Should we go with wheat? Should we go with carrots? Wheat or carrots? Carrots or wheat? To make bread. We can't do carrot bread, unfortunately. Can't do carrot cake either, because there's no eggs. Because, nuclear apocalypse. All the rest is radioactive beavers. That's it. Anyway, we shall leave this one here. All our beavers are going to take a nice long rest. They haven't slept properly in 10 days. So they're going to have a nice long sleep, and everything's going to be awesome and fantastic. And our population can rekindle. And we're going to be fine for water. We're almost at the mark we need. 7,200 for 60 days. And we've got 59 days left now. So we're good. We win. Yay. Now what we've got to do is prep for the next drought. If we can get all these built and then figure out a way to actually pump enough water to fill all of them in 10 days, we're good. And we can live forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, which would be awesome. But to get there, it's going to be a while. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.